Hey, what is up, guys? Today I just wanted to basically go through everything I watched, movies and TV shows of February 2025. I won't do anime in this, I might save that for another video, but I wanted to do movies and TV shows. There's quite a bit that came out in February. Some of it was towards the end of January, but the majority of it aired in February, so I just wanted to talk about some of these releases. We'll start from my least favorite to favorite. We'll start with TV shows. So basically, what's airing right now is Jack Reacher season 3. I'm a fan of this show. It's pretty good. Just a big tough guy doing military stuff, missions. It's just an overall good show. I think about 4 episodes are out now, and it's been as good as the first 2 seasons. I've been enjoying it. Just a pretty solid show. And then my next show, I have Harley Quinn season 5. I'm not gonna lie, I think the show fell off for me a little bit. I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons quite a bit. Like they were some of my favorite for comic book superhero movie or TV show. But I just feel like after season 2, it just fell off a little bit and it hasn't really regained the same footing as before. Not a bad show by any means. Like I'm still enjoying season 5, but I don't think it has the spark as the first 2 seasons did. But still a great show, all great characters. Same old, same old. And then we're gonna switch it up to some movies. The Gorge was a film that came out on Apple TV Plus about a week or two ago. Um, and I had no expectations for it at all. I just heard some decent things about it. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a whirl. It was a decent film. It's not like a great film by any means, but I liked the two main leads quite a bit. Miles Teller and Anya Taylor Joy do a great job playing off each other. Basically, each one of them is stationed at a tower guard post to not let anything come out of the gorge. And they just slowly build their relationship until something goes wrong. But I won't spoil it because I think it is a pretty fun, entertaining movie. It won't break any bounds or anything, but it was an enjoyable film, and I wouldn't have mind watching this in theaters, honestly. But then we go back to TV shows, and my next one is Paradise, which is not completed yet. There is one more episode, but I do not see them fumbling this show. This show has actually surprised me quite a bit. It has probably one of the best episodes I've seen already of the whole year, with episode 7, the episode before the finale. Just being absolutely insane. Basically, the plot of this show is the Secret Service agent Xavier, played by what's his name? Sterling K. Brown. There we go. Played by Sterling K. Brown. Basically, he is protecting a former president who. This is like the first 10 to 15 minutes of the episode, but basically, the former president gets assassinated, and we're trying to figure out what happened and put all the pieces together. This is a show I had no idea going into it what was happening and how the world is. There are a lot of surprises in this show, so I won't get into spoilers, but this show surprised me quite a bit. It's streaming on Hulu right now. The finale will be out, I believe, March 4th, but it's not even a long show, 8 episodes, about a little less than an hour each, and it's a really good show, especially, like I said, episode 7 really goes hard. But really good show. I please recommend checking this one out. And then for my next movie, we have Hard Eyes. This was also an enjoyable little horror comedy film or slasher. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It kind of reminded me of Scream a little bit, but it does its own thing. Um, it was just another enjoyable movie, just entertaining. Which I have to say, February's been pretty good for movies. They've all been pretty like solid or entertaining. Not like the greatest film ever or anything, but it's been really enjoyable. And Hard Eyes is no exception. It's just a fun little slasher movie. And then we have Invincible season 3, which is I believe 6 episodes are out now. I haven't watched episode 6 yet. This is just the first 5 episodes. But so far, I think it's been great. I think the story has picked up quite a bit. Characters have been really good, especially Cecil. It's probably my favorite character this season. The only complaint I have is that the animation is just not great. It's not bad, but it's just serviceable, and I really think Invincible deserves more in the animation department, considering we're getting a lot of projects now, or they have a lot of money put into it and a lot of time, and I feel like Invincible deserves that because it is a really good show, and the animation is literally pretty much my main issue with season 3 so far. But besides that, the story's good. Everything about it has been great. Um, and I hope it stays that way. I really hope they improve the animation and for the rest of the show or season 4. Like I'm fine waiting for this show if it has clean animation. But it's still a good show. Its animation isn't bad, like I said. It's just fine. It's serviceable. But I wouldn't put this at like one of the greatest animations. So for my next movie is another little, I wouldn't say horror, but I guess horror comedy. There's a lot of horror comedies this in February what we got. But next one is Companion. I know this one technically released at the end of January, but I didn't see it until the beginning of February. Um, but this is also just I think it also released on the last day of January, so I didn't see it. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, this is also a good film. I really liked Huey from The Boys in this movie. He's been taking on a lot of roles lately, and he's just been fun in all of them. Um, this is just a solid film from Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid. I really wish the trailer didn't spoil. Even this poster kind of does, like what the movie kind of is. Um, but if you know nothing going into it, I think you'll have even a better experience because uh, I don't know. I just feel like not knowing anything about it for this movie going into it is even better. But um, basically, so the plot is that in this world there are these robots kind of called companions, and they're basically do whatever you want. And I don't want to get too far into it, but it's just a really enjoyable movie. I put this in the same as like Hard Eyes or another movie I haven't gotten to yet, but this is a solid film. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. And the next we have Cobra Kai final season. Um, I have to say, a lot of shows don't really nail the ending, or it's just mediocre. I would say Cobra Kai did a great job at finishing this legacy. Honestly, I started this show about 2 years ago, right whenever season 5 was airing. I'd never watched it before, and then I binged it all, and I was like, wow, this is really good. I didn't think a show based off a movie in the 80s would be this good and successful. And I'm glad it was. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. There's a lot of good characters in this show. Um, with the main character, Johnny, played by William Zabka, was incredible. He did it. It has probably one of the best redemption arcs like in ever. Like he was one of the most hated characters in the Karate Kid, and this show puts him in the forefront position. And he has probably some of the best character development ever. Like we have 6 seasons dedicated to making Johnny like and Cobra Kai like just a great thing and not like this terrible dojo that was held in the Karate Kid by Kreese. But yeah, this is a great show. They got like so many people from the original movies back in, and all the kids in this movie are all they do a great job. They really just killed it with this show. The ending was just very satisfying. Everyone, you know, everyone went their way and everyone got what they deserved. Just overall good show. If you haven't seen Cobra Kai, I do recommend it because they didn't fumble the ending, and that's one thing that a lot of shows kind of do. And but this one didn't. This one made me really happy to see. It went out on a good note. Um, but yeah, so overall great show. I can't wait for Karate Kid Legends. I really hope that one's also really can hold up to as good as Cobra Kai did. And then for my next movie, we have Paddington in Peru. I watched these movies pretty recently, the first two, I mean, and especially the second one I think Paddington 2 has maybe the best ending, one of the best endings of all time. It's such a great movie, a fantastic, friendly family movie. Anyone can enjoy this. It's literally all ages, and Paddington in Peru or Paddington 3 is honestly, I liked it just as much as the first two. I don't think it's as strong as maybe Paddington 2 was because that one was really, really good. But Paddington Peru is just a fun little adventure and with the whole family, and I really enjoyed it. I got some laughs, and I just like to see this teddy bear, or this bear just go out in the wild and do some crazy stuff, It's just a fun movie. I just really enjoyed it a lot. It's one of my favorite movies so far of the year. It's just a fun movie. And then for the next show, this is like top 5 material right now. So this is like number 5, I would say. And then my favorite show of the year, or second favorite show so far, only 2 episodes that aired, but The White Lotus season 3. I think this show is fantastic. It's just so funny seeing a bunch of these characters. It's just a bunch of people go to like this White Lotus resort, and each season's like its own cast of characters, different location, and season 3 is set in Thailand with a huge stack of cast of characters, which I did not see coming. First 2 seasons had like a decent amount of like named celebrities, but season 3 they just went like screw it, they went all on. But this show, it's really the thing I like about the show is I just like the writing in it. It's just so funny. So far my favorite character in season 3 is probably Walter Goggins' character. He's just really, really funny. Uh, but yeah, this is just a solid show. Like I said, every season's a different location, different cast. Usually maybe one person may return, which in season 3 we have a returning character from season 1. I can't remember her name at the top of my head, but it's just a good show. I really recommend it. Like, it's just so funny, and like seeing these characters interact with each other, it's just hilarious to me. Anyway, but yeah, I can't wait for more episodes out. I might talk more about it when more than 2 episodes are out, but so far, this is my second favorite show that's airing right now. It's so good. And then my second favorite movie of the year, or of February, is The Monkey. Which honestly, another horror comedy, but I think this one's funnier. It's funnier than it is horror. Which the horror is still good, but the comedy I think is even better. This movie was just great. I really liked Osmond Perkins' last film, Longlegs. I think it was a little overrated, and people were like talking shit about it because of how overrated people were saying it was. But it was a really good film. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And The Monkey, I don't know which one I like better. I say they're both like kind of on the same for me. Longlegs was like a more like a psychological thriller, whereas this one is, I won't even say mostly comedy, but it's like 75% comedy, like 25% horror. It's just a silly film too. But I really enjoyed it a lot. I thought Theo James playing the two main leads was great. Um, and it was just a fun movie. I really there wasn't really like a story to it. It was just like a bunch of events like happening. But basically, whenever you would turn the key for this monkey, someone would die, except for the person turning the key. And it's just simple as that. It's just a good fun time. Like what I can say about February movies is that I was never like bored of any of them. They were all entertaining. Like The Gorge was really entertaining. Where is the rest? Oh, Hard Eyes, entertaining, fun little goofy movie. Same with Companion. Paddington. Well, that Paddington isn't a horror comedy, but it is a good movie. And The Monkey. All of them were just good movies. I wasn't bored by any of them. Just it's been a solid year or solid month for really good movies. I've been impressed. And now we get to my favorite TV show and my favorite movie of 2020. I would say not just 2020 or February, but of 2024 so far. I've really enjoyed both of these quite a bit. We'll start with the TV show. So Severance. I pretty much watched this as soon as the episodes air. I think this show is incredible. The first season was fantastic when it aired in 2022 and has one of my favorite season finales ever. Fantastic. And season 2 it's been so good so far. It has not disappointed. Um I won't go into spoilers of this show in case you haven't seen it, but this show just I really like the direction of this show. It not like the characters are great and the writing's great, but like the direction and some of the shots in this show are so impressive to me that it really just makes me want to do like stuff like this. But Severance season 2 has been so good so far. I might even like it more than season 1. I would have to go back and rewatch it just to confirm it, but I've been enjoying season 2 so far. I know there's about 4 episodes left, so it's not done. I will probably definitely talk more about this show next month when it has its season finale, because the season finales are like I'm so hyped for that episode. But yeah, this is just a good time. Like everything about this show, I have no flaws with. I think it's like almost a perfect show. I like the cast quite a bit. Their chemistry with each other is fantastic. Um, I'll go their innies and out. Like each actor has to basically play two characters, and it's so cool. I love that. It's just an overall fantastic show. The mystery behind it is so interesting. Like the comedy hits pretty good too. Just overall, like I think they got a bunch of awards and stuff. It deserves it. Just a banger show. I think this is Apple TV's best show, like without a doubt. Like no competition. Like there's Apple TV has some great shows. I'm watching a bunch of them now. I might make a video on it later, but Severance is just the full package, and I highly recommend everyone watch this show. It's so good. Um, but yeah, that's my favorite TV show of the year, and I want to talk now about my favorite movie. I haven't really heard much buzz about this movie online, which is surprising because it's the highest grossing animated movie, I believe, of all time. At least in China. And that is Naja 2. This is one of probably my favorite movie of 2024. This is almost a 2.5 animated film that I had no idea existed until about a week before, not even a week, like a few days before I saw it. So I saw the first Naja I was streaming on Roku, and I enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, so I got to go see Naja 2 now because the animation looks incredible. It almost does feel like an anime, which is crazy. Because this feels like a mixture between an anime and like a Pixar or Disney film, but it's like more mature than those. But yeah, this overall is just a great film. The animation I thought was fantastic. Had some great parts. the characters in this show are all like fun, likable, and it is a kids show, but a kids movie, more of a kids movie, but adults can go in this and enjoy it. I laughed quite a bit in this movie, which I was surprised about, and I don't know, some of these jokes in this movie just really got to me, and I thought it was great. Um, but yeah, no, the animation, the fights, especially in the third act of this movie, are absolutely insane. Uh, it's just a great movie, and apparently it took about 5 years to make this, and it shows. Like, damn, like it is the highest grossing movie in China, and that's no surprise. It's a phenomenal film. I can't wait for the third one if they decide to do that, which I safe to say I think they will after this is the highest grossing movie in China. But yeah, basically this the plot of this is that it basically picks up right from where the first one ended. So I don't want to really give too many spoilers, but uh, basically Naja is like this like demon spirit who came about for like these little orbs, and he got like this is he gets one of the good orbs gets taken away, and then all is left is like the fire demon one, and that's basically Naja. Naja gets born from this, and the other one is another uh, uh, god that gets born from it. I won't go too much into spoilers because I do think this is a good film, and it's most animated films are not like so usually like an hour and a half, bare or like a little less than an hour and 45, but this is the full 2.5 hours pretty much, and it's a good film. I wasn't bored at all. Maybe a couple like slower parts, but it didn't attract from the movie at all. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I really do hope a lot of people go out and see this film because I think it's really, really good, and I probably say it's my favorite film of the year so far. Um, but yeah, but with that being said, these are all the films and TV shows I that came out in February that I watched, and yeah, they were all very enjoyable. I didn't do a video like this for January because I don't think there was many things I watched then. Um, but some of these, like I said, started in January or towards the end of, and are still not over. Won't air until March, but I will definitely make a March one because I know there's a lot of stuff in March that's coming to an end, especially with anime, and I will definitely make a video for that. But yeah, that's all for today, folks. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I will keep you updated on the best movies, shows, and anime that are coming out so far in 2025. So I appreciate it, and y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you.